आज हम लोग डिस्कस करेंगे जी एग्जिस्टेंशलिज्म के बारे में। व्हाट इज़ द मेन फोकस ऑफ एग्जिस्टेंशलिज्म? इंडिविजुअल फ्रीडम एंड चॉइस। इंडिविजुअल फ्रीडम एंड चॉइस फ़र्द की ज़ाती इंतखाब और ज़ाती ज़िम्मेदारी पर जोर देती हैं। द वर्ड एग्जिस्टेंशलिज्म कम्स फ्राम लैटिन वर्ड एग्जिस्टेंशलिज्म एग्जिस्टेयर। जो एग्जिस्टेंशलिज्म है यह कहाँ से आया है जी? एग्जिस्टेयर से। एग्जिस्टेंशलिज्म कहाँ से आया जी? एग्जिस्टेयर। एग्जिस्टेयर 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 उसके बाद व्हाट इज नोन एज द फादर ऑफ एग्जिस्टेंशलिज्म? केजीगार्ड, कायरकेगार्ड, सोरेन कायरकेगार्ड। Which philosopher said man is condemned to be free? Starty. Existentialism believes the truth is the truth is personal and subjective। मुझे के मुताबिक सच्चाई ज़ाती तजर्बे पर मबनी होती हैं। एंड सब्जेक्टिव believes that truth is personal and subjective। What is the role of teacher in existentialist education? टीचर का क्या रोल है? गाइड एंड फैसिलिटेटर। emphasize individuality। लर्नर इज यूनिक। ईच लर्नर, हर एक जो लर्नर हैं वो यूनिक हैं अकॉर्डिंग टू एग्जिस्टेंशलिज्म। एवरी लर्नर इज यूनिक। एवरी लर्नर इज यूनिक। हर एक जो लर्नर हैं वो हैं जी यूनिक अकॉर्डिंग टू एग्जिस्टेंशलिज्म। Which curriculum is preferred in existentialism? Flexible curriculum। Flexible curriculum। Existentialism flexible curriculum। Flexible curriculum। Flexible curriculum। Curriculum should be based on student interests and needs। Curriculum should be based on student interests and needs। Which teaching method is commonly used in existentialism? Discussion and dialogue। Help students express ideas and think critically. According to existential discipline should come from self-discipline। Before essence means create identity। Means create identity. Means create identity through choices. Means create identity through choices. Which subject is highly valued in existentialism curriculums? Art and literature. Uh, Existentialism values subject that encourage self-expression. Art and literature. Existentialism encourages student to independent thinking. Existentialism encourages students to independent thinking. Encourages students to independent thinking. To independent thinking. Which country is associated with Southern Kierkegaard? Denmark. Is highly relevant because it promotes creativity and responsibility. Because it promotes creativity and responsibility. Creativity and responsibilities. Which method help a student learn through practical work? Project method. Which method helps a student learn through practical work? Project method. Is rote memorization. Transfer focused on authentic existence and awareness. Digger. Existentialist classroom promotes open discussion. Aim of existentialist education, self-discovery and responsibility. Existentialism is not just a theory, it is a way of life. To live authentically, choose wise, and accept responsibility. It reminds us that learning is personal and every student is unique. Education should awaken human beings, not produce robots. Awaken human beings, not produce robots. A student named Ali feels confused about his future and existence as a teacher does not force him to choose a path. The teacher asks questions like what makes you happy? किस चीज़ से खुशी मिलती है? Municipal and independent citizen, it promotes student-centered learning. It helps people make meaningful choices. Still highly relevant in modern education. Still modern education. True discipline comes from within. Student should develop self-discipline through freedom and responsibility. Rules should be made together by teachers and students. Is valued instead, students reflect on consequences. Methods of teaching through experience and reflection, discussion and dialogue method encourage reasoning, expression of ideas. Students learn through practical work, self-evaluation allows students to reflect on their growth. Creative expression through poetry, art, and drama help you explore emotions and thoughts. Curriculum according to existentialism. In a fixed curriculum, flexible and based on student interest and experience. Fun literature, adab, ethics and psychology are important. Real life problem solving activities are encouraged. The teacher is not a dictator or commander. The teacher is a guide, helper, and a facilitator. Discover themselves as create an open and democratic environment. Rational reflection and respect for different opinions. The teacher acts more like a friend and consoler than a strict authority. Aims of education should help students discover who they are and what gives meaning to their lives. Develop of individuality. Every learner should be free to express their personality and interests. Every learner should be free and trust freedom and choice. should provide the opportunity for students to make choices. Opportunity for students to make choices. Choices, moral and emotional growth. Should learn right and must learn ability. Understanding and responsibility. Ideas, existentialism before human beings are not born with a fixed purpose. Human beings are not born. They create their identity through choices. Every person has the freedom their own path in life. Comes the responsibility for one person. Every student is different, so education should respect individually. Self-awareness. The goal of learning is to know yourself. Experience through true knowledge comes from living and experience. Not memorizing. Existentialism is the philosophy that individual existence, freedom, and choices and create their own meanings. Decision and experience and evolution existentialism is unique. Every learner is education should help learners understand themselves, make choices, and take responsibilities for their choice. Let manifest exist, encourage himself, and define himself afterward. Truth is found in individual experience. Certain Kierkegaard believed that truth is found in individual experience. Major philosophers of existentialism. Known as the father of existentialism. Kierkegaard, the father of existentialism. Father of existentialism. Individual freedom of choice. उसके बाद आगे history and origin of existentialism. The word existential comes from the Latin word existere, meaning to exist or to live. It as a philosophical movement in the 19th and 20th century. Europe, mainly France, Denmark, and Germany. Technology, student, resistance of the individual, personal responsibility. Every person is unique and should be free to make their own decision and find meaning in life. In simple language, I say that education should help every learner discover who am I and what do I want to become. This philosophy grew during the times of wars, troubles, and uncertainty about the meaning of life. Of existentialism. History and origin of existentialism. People begin to ask deep questions about the meaning of life. Philosophical foundation of existentialism. तो ये था नहीं हमारा आज का टॉपिक एग्जिस्टेंशलिज्म। अब हम लोग डिस्कस करेंगे जी एक नई फिलासफी के बारे में, पेरेंशलिज्म, एसेंशलिज्म। Well known as the father of educational essentialism. Educational essentialism. William C. Clay. Essentialism is mainly dash philosophy, teacher-centered. Essentialism is mainly dash philosophy, essentialism, teacher-centered. Essentialism is mainly a teacher-centered philosophy. Essentialism core academic subjects like mathematics, science, language, history, and moral education. Essence means fundamental part. Essence means fundamental part. Fundamental part. Part which teaching method is commonly used in essentialism. Using essentialism lecture method. In essentialism lecture method. Commonly used in essentialism lecture method. Essentialism emphasizes disciplines and hard work. In essentialism, the curriculum should be based only fixed and structured. Fixed and structured. Which philosopher promoted cultural literacy? Cultural literacy, B.Ed. H.J.R. Every citizen should know about culture. The teacher in essentialism is authority and guide. Essentialism is authority and guide. Reason is authority and guide. Teacher in essentialism is authority and guide. The main role of teacher in essentialism is authority and guide. Authority and guide. The main role of teacher in essentialism is authority and guide. The main role of teacher in essentialism is and guide. Authority and teacher controls the classroom and guide students. Which philosophy reacted against progressivism, essentialism? Reaction against too much freedom in progressive education. What is the aim of discipline in essentialism? Self-control and moral values. Self-control and moral values. Self-control and moral values. Essentialism, self-control and moral values. And moral value, what is the aim of discipline? What is the aim of discipline in essentialism? Value, discipline, develop, which of the following is core idea of essentialism? No. Back to basics. In teaching basics and permanent knowledge. Which method strength memorization in essentialism? Repetition of remember function. Practice, drill and practice. Don't remember facts and formulas. Notes and formulas. Repetition helps students to remember facts and formulas. Facts and formulas. Facts and formulas. Facts and formulas. Student remember facts and formulas. mm, and formal reputation help student facts and formulas prepare students for responsible citizenship.